Good Monday evening, Southeast Texas. A weather impact alert for tomorrow because of a high fire danger. Otherwise, right now, skies are mostly clear. A little bit of high cloudiness out there, but over at Market Basket, a tranquil night, a cold night on tap for our area. This is part of the Roofing 911 Skycam network. As far as your allergy report, tree pollen high today, and that's because of oak and also cedar being measured today. And moderate levels of grass pollen across Southeast Texas, as already starting to see some of the trees beginning to bud. So this tree pollen will only get worse over the next couple of weeks. Otherwise, tonight, a cold night is expected across Southeast Texas. Low temperatures well down into the 30s, with a freeze likely expected up in the lakes area. And then Tuesday, a weather impact alert will be in effect for higher fire danger. We're expecting windy weather conditions both Tuesday and Wednesday ahead of our cold front that comes in late Thursday. Yesterday we thought we may see an isolated shower, just not looking real promising. So I've taken the rain chances out, but there could be a few sprinkles, real light stuff if we see anything coming up Thursday evening. Little cooling behind this front. It's going to be a weak front, and the weekend looking really good for outdoor activities. If you've got any plans, no problems. Temperatures will be in the 50s for lows, with highs close to 80 each afternoon and low humidity, as the warm, dry weather will persist over the next 7 days as we work on into next week. It looks like, again, the drought will likely worsen across Southeast Texas, as very little rainfall is expected over the next 7 days. So up in the lakes, around 30. A few spots could hit the upper 20s, like maybe Burkeville. I think that's real doable. Maybe not 27, but maybe 28, 29 there. Mid to upper 30s expected here in the Triangle. As skies are clear, the winds are light and will probably go calm, and the area is very dry across the area. So a pretty good chance of freezing temperatures roughly from around Silsbee, maybe northern Hardin County, north to the lakes area. I think the pipes will be fine. It's just the plants and the pets coming up tonight and tomorrow morning. Now tomorrow, after a cold start, we will see a high wildfire danger threat across Southeast Texas. So we probably won't see wildfires in Beaumont or Port Arthur or the big cities. Could see some grass fires if sparks do fly. And it's mainly outlying areas, the countryside, that we're most concerned with. And that'll be from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. We will have that wildfire threat and that weather impact alert. So it's because of a couple, well, actually three things that are working in concert with each other to produce the wildfire threat. It's very low humidity coming up tomorrow. Dry fuels. Well, what does that mean? That means brush and grasses are all dry because we need more rain. And then on top of that, we're going to have windy weather conditions. So if you can put off that lawn mowing activity, maybe do it early in the morning and try to limit any activities that could generate sparks, because that's what we don't want coming up tomorrow, which could then create wildfires. So if wildfires do start, they will be able to spread very rapidly coming up tomorrow afternoon because of the very windy weather conditions. A high wildfire danger threat is encompassing all of Southeast Texas. And there you go. We've got dry fuels. We're talking a level 2 moderate drought, a severe drought, and even an extreme level 4 drought across portions of Southeast Texas as we speak, because of the drought monitor depicting this information. Otherwise, humidities will go down very greatly tomorrow. We expect maybe minimum afternoon relative humidities on the order of about 30 to 40%. So that's pretty dry, coupled with wind speeds gusting at times to 25 miles an hour. So if a fire starts, it's going to move north rather rapidly. So again, just want to encourage you to curtail any activities that could generate sparks. The reason that we're going to see windy weather conditions over the next 2 to 3 days is because of what we call, as meteorologists, a tight pressure gradient. And all that means is that you see these lines, those are isobars. They're closely packed, and that's what generates the winds. We've got low pressure in West Texas and high pressure over towards the Texas, or I should say the Florida Panhandle. And that is one of those reasons that we have that packing of those isobars. So that means the winds will likely increase. So we do expect some wind gusts, maybe 25 miles an hour tomorrow, some gusts to 30 miles an hour on Wednesday, and maybe 20, possibly 25 on Thursday. I think the winds will be lower coming up on Thursday ahead of that weak front. So that's why it's going to be windy. As far as High temperatures over the next 7 days, well, we'll be a little bit below normal. Our normal high is 69 degrees, so we're just a little bit below normal tomorrow. And then as you can see, after Wednesday, nice warming trend. This is not a strong front on Thursday. And as you can see, every day pretty much around 10 degrees above normal as far as those high temperatures. So a very spring-like forecast after tomorrow is forecast across southeast Texas. And unfortunately, it does not look like much in the way of the precipitation department. In fact, maybe a sprinkle here or there. As you can see, very light rain through the next 7 days, if anything at all, which means that's not good news for the drought. As you can see, already down to 39 into Jasper and into the 40s here in the Triangle, and across the state, temperatures are into the 40s, a few 50-degree readings. High pressure over our area, keeping the winds light as skies are mostly clear. The big storm, the nor'easter, heading out to sea now, but again, a historic storm. I believe Plymouth picked up over 36 inches of snow in the one storm. That beats the 1888 super blizzard nor'easter that moved through there. And tonight, going to be a cold night under mostly clear skies, close to 30 in the lakes and into the low to, or I should say, mid to upper 30s in the Triangle. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny to sunny, high temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. On the Gulf, we're looking at slightly choppy seas around 2 to 3 feet tomorrow. We'll see southeast winds at 5 to 10 knots, increasing to 15 to 20 knots from the south during the afternoon as that wind starts ramping up tomorrow afternoon. That's why we're going to be seeing some wind gusts, as I said, about 25 miles an hour. So tonight, in the lakes, we expect a light freeze. A few spots could be maybe Burkeville, maybe even Newton, maybe 28, 29 there. As you can see, about 30 over towards Woodville. Going to be close to freezing in Silsbee, Kuntz, back over to Buna, back into Deweyville, and then we're looking at the mid to upper 30s here in the Triangle. So your kiddos are going to need to be dressed appropriate in the morning, as those lows will be fairly cold to start off the day. Tomorrow, beautiful afternoon. It's going to be a windy day, and it should be mostly sunny with low humidity. Winds could gust 25 miles an hour. And we could get to about 67, 68 in Beaumont, and a few spots maybe just south of 70 degrees coming up tomorrow. Otherwise, a quiet forecast, unfortunately, for the next 7 days. As you can see, very little, if any, rainfall in our forecast. In fact, we're going with a dry forecast through the next 7 days, unfortunately, because we need rain. And this means without rain, the drought will only worsen through the next 7 days. We have a weather impact alert for Tuesday, and that's because of the high fire danger for outlying areas mainly. It looks between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. we're issuing that weather impact alert because of the high fire danger, wildfire danger across southeast Texas. So again, try to curtail any activities that have the potential for generating sparks, because those sparks could become fires. And of course, download the 12 News Plus app on your TV and watch for free. Otherwise, as you can see, Wednesday, we're warming up. Not as cold, obviously, Wednesday morning, 75 Wednesday afternoon. And then that front comes in as we work on in to, say, Thursday night across southeast Texas, mainly during the evening. As you can see, just not a lot associated with this front across southeast Texas. And it's not a strong front, so we'll knock those low temperatures down into the 50s as we head on into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, into Monday of next week. And those high temperatures each afternoon will be around 80 degrees. It's going to be drier air moving in on Friday and Saturday. Beautiful weather, as we can see.